Are you an exhausted mom just like me that really want to put a healthy dinner on the table for your family while juggling a baby and maybe a toddler? I feel you, and today I'm going to give you 6 tips to make all of that easier. Hello my friends, and most welcome to Koon's Kitchen. If you haven't been here before, my name is Fanny, this is my kitchen, and I'm very passionate about experimenting in the kitchen, but I also have one newborn baby and a toddler boy, so time is scarce, and my main goal is to keep it efficient and easy while cooking, but also making healthy recipes and trying to avoid ultra-processed foods as much as possible. And today is a little bit of a different video. I'm going to share with you my 6 best tips to cook efficiently while dealing with your kids and also making everything easier at the same time. Also, at the end of this video, as an added bonus, you get 3 quick meals you can make in like 15 minutes, so you have some inspiration for the week to come. Let's get started. Tip number 1, keep a little stash in your freezer of to-go meals that you can quickly throw on the table with no preparation. My to-goes are Trader Joe's gyozas. They're really good to just dip in some soy sauce, and you can serve it with some raw veggies and a dip, and you have a pretty healthy meal. Another one that I always have in my freezer are the IKEA meatballs. They're pretty good ingredients, and my toddler will loves them. You can just throw it straight from the freezer into the pan with a little bit of avocado oil or butter, and you just boil some pasta with it and a few maybe frozen or fresh veggies, and you have a pretty good meal. I also make this Swedish gravy with them, which is really good. You can check out my video of making meatballs with my dad right here. And then something else that I keep in the freezer is mahi-mahi burgers from Trader Joe's as well. It's nice to have a fish option as well for a quick meal, and you can make them with lots of veggies in a burger bun and serve them with a side salad, and it ends up being a pretty good healthy meal. Tip number 2 is to cook a lot when you do cook. When you, for example, make pasta bolognese, you might as well make 2 pounds of ground beef instead of 1, and then you have dinner for the next day or another day of the week, or you can have lunch for yourself the next day, or at work. Sometimes I send a topper for my husband when we have extra. So this is really good to make a little more, so you have meals for the week, because in these busy times we cannot have the luxury sometimes to have unique, extravagant meals every night. So maybe a little bit of repetition is not going to hurt you. Tip number 3. So actually what makes things easier is actually to involve your kids in the cooking. So if you have a newborn or a little baby, a carrier like this one, the baby Björn or other similar one, is really a must, because you can keep your hands free and you can cook and do things while still having the baby on you, and usually they get pretty calm being close to mommy like this. So if you don't have one, I strongly encourage you to get one if you have small kids. And then for my toddler, I usually try and get him to cook with me and do simple tasks like putting potatoes in a bucket, or getting him his own little spatula to stir things. And he thinks it's really fun. It's a good time to bond, and it just makes things easier to involve your kids in the cooking. Share in my shorts, you can check out little things that my son Will and I do together. And tip number 4 is to prep when you can. So you will think that planning is exhausting, but if you just do a little thinking earlier in the day and plan things ahead of time, you will get a lot less stress later in the day, and it will just make your life so much easier. So when my baby naps and my son is still at daycare, I often chop up some ingredients and vegetables, and I put them in Tupperwares or bowls in the fridge, and then when it's time to cook, I just throw them in the pan and have a sauce or stir fry ready really quickly. Just putting a pot of water ready on the stove so you can just turn it on when you get home. And I usually do preps in the early afternoon, and then I go out to the park with him in the carrier and just get my toddler to run around a little bit, and then we come home and we just prep the last things and we have dinners. My 5th tip for you is to get a crockpot. Seriously, if you do not have one, I strongly recommend you buy one. You can get one for probably $20 or $30, and they will save your life so many times. It literally takes 2 to 5 minutes to pop 3-4 ingredients in there in the morning or at noon, and dinner will be ready for you in the evening. So there's so many things you can make with the crock pot. You can plop chicken in there. Also, it's like the best way to cook chicken, I feel like, because it's so hard to get it right if you just fry it or put it in the oven. You can also do stew meat, vegetarian dishes. There are tons of recipes online you can look up. I even have a couple here on my channel. I'll link it down below. Yes, get a crock pot if you're a busy mom. It will save your life. Okay, my last tip is just a little bonus one to think about. You are a busy mom. You are probably tired all the time, especially have a newborn like me. So just give yourself some grace. It's okay to cut some corners. You don't have to be perfect all the time. I am not. Just try to look for the better option when you choose from something that is a little bit processed. So you can look on the ingredients and at least make sure the ingredients are mostly natural, that you can go for the organic option as possible, and just make sure that maybe you don't get the ones with artificial colors and flavorings. Just look on the ingredients list and get the better option. All right, here comes your little bonus. 3 super quick, easy meals based on these tips a little bit that I use probably every 2 weeks, each one of these. The first one is this Trader Joe's pasta sauce that has quite good ingredients. That it's cheesy and tomato. I just cook a bit of ground beef in a pan and I throw that in and I boil some pasta and that's it. It turns out so good. And it's just a really quick meal. I always try to buy that sauce and have it in the pantry for busy nights. And the second one is a crock pot recipe. I take this pineapple salsa from Trader Joe's and I put it in the crock pot along with some chicken. The best if you can get chicken thighs without bones, because then you have a little bit more fat in there to make it a little bit more juicy, but it's fine to use chicken thighs as well. And then whatever veggies you have, maybe you have a can of beans, so maybe you have some tomatoes, just throw that in there. Some salt and pepper, maybe some soy sauce. I usually put also to make it a little bit salty. And you leave it in the crock pot for 6 hours or so. I usually serve it with rice. Then the third one are these mahi burgers that I talked about. I cook them in the air fryer for 10 minutes and they turn out perfect. I usually serve them with some avocado, some cheese, some mustard, and some avocado mayo, and make a side salad with it. And for my toddler, I chop up the patty and give him some of the vegetables that he currently eats. Right now, it's only avocados and raw carrots. So that was it for today. If these tips helped you, please like this video or maybe drop a comment if you have anything more to add. I would love to hear your tips as fellow busy moms, what you do to make life easier in this challenging time of our lives. Very fun, but also very challenging at the same time, if you ask me. If you want more quick, easy recipes and tips for how to cook healthy, but also efficiently, please subscribe to my channel. And I will get you more content when I can film a video, which is probably every 2 weeks or so I manage right now. So that was it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hej då.